never said, hey, okay, 16, shooting. I was going to school in the 9th grade. I was wearing the same clothes over and over again, right? So I dropped out of school. And I didn't look at me not having an education, knowing that I wouldn't make it. And I chose taking a risk on my life.
What is it that kept you going?
I just wanted every step of my life to be authentic. Even the guy who shot me, right?
Right.
We still best friends. Success is no interstate to it. It's a long route. I flew up to Kansas and trained a guy how to start his own roofing company. He had an 83,000 square feet building that needed to be built. We built that 83,000 square feet building.
I think a lot of people don't realize is when they're making the money, at some point, it's gonna slow down.
Life is up. Life is down like a stock market. Like where I'm at now, for real, I always want to be here. But the roads that got me here, I would have never chosen.
Welcome back, everybody, to it's my second show of the Think Slow podcast. Tonight, I brought on got somebody that I really respect. He's a friend of mine. I've known this guy for over 25 years. I've watched him grow over the 25 years. I've watched him go through a lot of different type of business ventures. But nevertheless, I'd like to welcome my friend, Mrs. Sherman Brown.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, man. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Sit down with you and kind of talk about your life and examine some of the things that you faced over the years, but still throughout it all you maintained. But I this is my show. I'm the host, so I'm gonna leave the floor up for you.
Well, I guess let's just go in, man. We just had a conversation that we stopped, right? About my son. What you said about my son? What you were saying about that?
I was saying about your son. You asked me about how'd I come up with the whole Think Slow.
Yes.
Slogan, and I told you, I said I used to play basketball. Right. I used to play sports, period. And sometimes when I would get in a zone, it's like everything slowed down for me. And I could see everything. That's what the whole thing, think slow, slow down your thinking and speed up your progress. So it's kind of like I said, like you was talking to your son, he called you with a problem. He couldn't see the problem, but you could see it. You could see the problem as clear as day, and the reason for that because of the different experiences that you've had in life. So it's slow to you, but it's fast to him. So that's why I came up with the Think Slow.
And I'm so glad that he's 19 now, and he's from my first marriage, right? And nobody get married to get a divorce, right? But I did a divorce, and he was 9, and divorce was bad for my ex-wife and for me, and everybody is in a safety mode, right? Right. So she's trying to save him, I'm trying to save him, right? And her saving him was alienating me from him, right? So that course took a toll because I had to go fight for more time for him. Right. And I understand her because she wanted to protect her son. Right. But I knew that my son needed me. And I had a 50th birthday party last year.
I was there.
And my son, you saw the speech that my son said?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was watching me like that. I didn't know that he was like, I'm just like my dad. And that made me cry. Right. To see my son, that I thought that I didn't spend as much time with him, that he was watching every move that I was making. And for him to get in this entrepreneurial thing now, to try certain things. And I support that 100%. Man, I love that.
Yeah, because I heard him, because you had him on, I heard him on the phone. He said, I don't want to mess up my social security number. And remember I told you, I said, okay, you must have been talking to him about, yes, making sure he keeping his credit, up to par. But, kind of like, I want you to talk about where you come from, and then, a lot of people don't know that at a young age you was shot in the mouth. Not only that, you was a high school dropout. Like, kind of talk about how that shaped you, how that, what that adversity, what that turned you into, that going through those different adversities early on.
So what I'm gonna do now is kind of name the adversities, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna elaborate what the adversities are in my life, because everybody got different adversities.
Right.
So mine was, my mom and dad was on crack cocaine. My father spent like 75% of my life in jail. My mother, which is my grandma, she died when I was like 12. So now, because when your mother and father are on drugs, right, the grandmother's the hero.
Right.
I never saw neither one of my grandfathers. It was only grandmothers, which is 2. One died when I was 12, so I only got 1 more.
Right.
But that one grandmother, which my mother, she had 15 kids. Because usually his grandmother, one grandson, she got him. She couldn't hold me like that because she had 15 kids, and some of her kids had kids. So I couldn't be her special grandson.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that led me to the streets, right? So I'm in the streets, man, trying to survive. And we had a house that was 600 square feet with 15 people in that house. And it was a house that wasn't on a concrete slab. It was a conventional house. So by being a conventional house with the plywood, 15 people walking, all that weight, right? It was over capacity. So holes was in the floor. In the wintertime, when it get cold, the rats from the weeds in the bushes come up through the hole because the mice is going to find something warm. And they come in the kitchen, and several times I witnessed the mice is biting off the food.
Yeah, that's poor.
I used to look at the food like, nah, I'm straight. I can't eat this. I see the nibble on it, and it's not a human nibble.
So, like, me and you kind of had this conversation today. Like I had told you, I said, because I be hearing a lot of the young guys say this now. They be like, 48 laws of power. And you remember what I told you? I said, Sherman, man, I said, bro, I ain't never read no 48 laws of power. And then I kind of told you, I said, think about it. I said, you from South Memphis.
Right.
I'm from North Memphis, right? I got my, like, it ain't, and it's no knock to, and, Robert Greene is an excellent author. It's no knock to him. But I told you, I said, ain't nothing that he can't teach me no 48 laws of power. I was in it, you know what I'm saying? We grew up, like I said, South Memphis, North Memphis, so our observation had to be like the things that we observed, our thinking, we had to be clicking on all cylinders at all times, because if you wasn't, you're gonna either get
heads on the swivel.
Yeah.
Heads on the swivel.
Gonna get ate alive. So, I told you, I was like, shit, that was my 48 laws of power coming up. So I think a lot of people don't realize that, because the book 48 Laws of Power it's just about teaching you how not to be a pawn, teaching you how to not to succumb to certain power structures. And a lot of people don't realize that. But if you a kid from the ghetto and you was paying attention, that's in you already. Like kind of like it's almost like you ain't graduate high school, right?
Right.
But your life, the way that you structured your life, the path that you took, you living better than, I'm gonna say, probably 95% of the population, or 98. You know.
Real talk.
Yeah, because I know how you live, but like just kind of like talk about how you not graduating. Like, what was your thought process like as a young kid? Like, what was your thought process to be like, man, I'm not working for nobody?
Well, I tell you now, my plan wasn't to say, hey, I'm gonna drop out of school. That wasn't my plan, right? My plan was, I think, so before I got shot in the mouth, because my mother, now here's the thing, my father, his mother, which is my grandma, she adopted her cousin. She adopted her sister child, right?
Right.
So my grandmother adopted her sister child because her sister child wanted a daughter, had a son. So she didn't want to take care of the son. Right. So my grandmother took care of that child. So that child it was my dad's cousin, but it was like brothers, right? And when I was growing up, like in Memphis back in the day, Bartlett was the space, right?
Yeah.
Bartlett was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this guy, which is my dad's cousin, lived in Bartlett. I'm in South Memphis. Right? And I used to go over their house every weekend, right? The kids are gone. I'm there cutting the grass because I was in the bed, right? I'm loving atmosphere of a nice house, watching TV. You know what I'm saying? They gone,
right?
But I'm there, right? Because I was in an environment that wasn't so crowded. And if I would have stayed over there, I'd probably been an attorney. Because I kind of smart, I believe, but I was in an environment where I couldn't focus on attorneyism. Right. If that makes sense. If that's a word, right? Yeah. But I'm over, so I had to stay in the hood. So staying in the hood, I had to figure out what it was. So I was going to school in the 9th grade. I was wearing the same clothes over and over again, right? So I dropped out of school because I was tired of being checked, right? So I dropped out of school and got a job and making $3.35 an hour. That's how it was back in the day, $3.35 an hour. So I'm making that money, and I'm seeing the end goal of the people around me. They work like that. I'm like, you all working that long to get a ring after 10 years? You working that long to get a watch after 15 years?
Right.
No. And I thought about this, Corey. I said a dog don't have to read the book to be a dog. A cat don't have to read the book to be a cat. A cow don't have to read the book to be a cow. Why do I got to do so much reading to be me? So I just went with the default who I am and believed in God, right? And just started going and thought of myself as a king. And I didn't look at me not having an education knowing that I wouldn't make it. It wasn't an option for me. You know what I'm saying? It was one choice. I will stay at this job and do what they're doing and getting that money, right, and making minimum wage and barely living, or I'm going to take a risk on my life. And I chose taking a risk on my life. You know what I'm saying? And going through those things, it wasn't easy. It was hard. You know what I mean? Because the setbacks, the uneducation that I did not know about, right, all the losses I've done. But everything that I've done, I lost and I won, and I'm very satisfied of what I did.
You know, you just said something about a dog not having to read or a cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people miss this. I used to say this a lot. I used to say a dog don't know how to read correct, right?
Yeah, right.
But a dog can think.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A dog can understand you, but you can't understand a dog.
That's for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's almost like, damn, even a dog has the ability to think, what's your excuse if you a person is, you know, if you a person is not trying to, you know, live to the best of your ability, which leads me to, like, when you was going up and down, you said you was making money, losing money, like, what? Because nowadays, like, people think that they think you can go to a 3-day class that's somebody gonna teach you how to be a millionaire, and that's not how it works, and you know that. So I just I pose a question to you, like, man, what is it that kept you going?
I think when I saw that even back in the day, right? You can get rich real fast. I always thought about that being fabricated success, right? It's like puff. And I always wanted to be real in everything that I do. Like, even the guy who shot me, right?
Right.
We still best friends. You follow me? Who do you know shot somebody and they friends with him?
Nobody.
We can sit right here. We call each other now. We got 2 different lives now, right? But at least 4 times a year, we talking. What's up, bro? He said, come see me. You know what I mean? Or I come see him. We hug. You know what I'm saying? We cool.
Right.
I just wanted every step of my life to be authentic, right? So I knew that success is no interstate to it. It's a long route, right? If I get there fast, I won't be able to sustain. Well, if I take my time to get there, right? Tupac said this one thing: you can run the red lights, but read the street signs.
That's a fact.
And I'm like, what this man talking about? He said you can run the red lights, but read the street signs. And when I heard that, I started watching the street signs. Slow down.
Right.
There's a hump above, right?
Right.
Slow down. Ongoing traffic, right? So I watch it versus just going, right? If I just go, I'm going to crash out. You follow me? Right. And like now at my life, like where I'm at now for real, I always want to be here. But the roads that got me here, I would have never chosen.
Right.
I would have never said, hey, okay, at 16, shoot me in the mouth.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or, okay, great. Let me have 2 parents that was on drugs and let me be a kid that's out in the streets wearing the same clothes over and over again. Okay, great. Let me be Sherman. Let me get married for 15 years and have a divorce.
Right.
That wasn't the plan. You know, and I see now you got people that's under the bridge, right? Homeless. They did not say that, I can't wait till I'm 45 or 60 years old. I'm going to be the best bum there is. They didn't say that. It wasn't a dream. You know what I mean? Yeah. But life will kick your ass if you don't pay attention to it.
That's a fact. And you know what's crazy? Because this is like, I want to say, damn, this is like a trend. You ever notice, like, people, like, I know where I come from, just like you know where you come from, right? Mm-hmm. But you ever notice, man, people really do, and I'm going to say this for, I ain't going to just say this for young people because there's some old people the same way, but people really take pride in their poverty, bro. You understand what I mean by that? They take pride in their poverty. Mm.
Now look at that kind of different a little bit. So before you say all you're going to say, let me intervene 1 second, all right? Now, I thought about that too, right? I said, man, people don't have nothing. They be happy as hell, right? And I got friends that are happy in where they are. And because now, like one thing, when I was young, I'm on this hustle.
Right.
You know what I never did? I never sat back beforehand. I do it now. I never sit back and evaluate what I've accomplished. I was on the grind so much, I never sat back and analyze. The things I was wanting back then, I have them already or don't want them anymore. But if I never analyze it, I don't know that.
Right.
So I look at people now, happiness, right? Like if I see a person now that don't have nothing but to pay their bills and they happy, I'm like, that's straight. Because that person was probably a homeless person, didn't have nothing, but now able to pay that You feel what I'm saying? Now they happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I think everybody's success is at every level. Like for me, right? I sacrificed being an entrepreneur for 2 decades and a half. Right. I did not do that to ride a Toyota Corolla. I'm just saying.
Right.
I did that to have a Phantom, the Rolls Royce, the Lamborghini, the Maserati, in 5 houses. That's why I sacrificed for that. Right. So mine is different because I put in the work for that. Right. And I'm not apologetic for it. I used to be because people are, oh, Sherman, what you doing? You trying to get all this? But when I looked at what I did to get what I got, I put the work in for it. And I don't really care what they say. I used to care. And when I cared, it made me soft. When I got soft, I lost money. And when I lost money, who I was being soft with wasn't even around to, you know what I'm saying, to help me out.
Right.
That's crazy, man.
Right. Nah, I get it. Like, and see, I get that part when you say people that live a certain, like, it's almost like if you haven't been exposed to certain things, then you don't know.
Yeah.
But when I say, like, some people take pride in their poverty, I mean, it's just because what I observed, like,
you look at it like they could be better than that.
Nah, I look at it like, let's say, for instance, like, this phone right here, right? You got Facebook, you got Instagram, you got TikTok, right?
Yeah, MySpace too.
Yeah, you got all of that, right? But really, what all of it is to me, this Hollywood on steroids. And what I mean by that, all of that is entertainment. It's entertainment. And so you could choose to do 2 things with this phone. You can choose to do 2 things. You could be entertained, or you could be educated. Okay. You could be because I always say people would rather be entertained than educated.
Right.
So you could be entertained by this phone, or you could be educated by this phone.
Yes.
And at the same time,
wow,
you can make money from this phone. But what I see, what I see now when I say people take pride in their poverty, within that entertainment, it's people that want to be, they like the violence, or they like, they applaud, like I say, rappers, or really, man, a lot of shit that it ain't gonna change your life one way or the other.
And I think, and you're right. I promise you're right, but here's my thing, right? Like, I just turned 50.
Right. I just turned 40.
Yeah. I thought you were 90. But, and I had, like, what you saying, man, like at 49 and before, I'm sentimental towards it. Like, man, you can be better. And I put a lot of weights on my shoulder, trying to bring the people up and let them know that, hey, it's a better way, it's a better life, right? It's a peace that surpasses all understanding if you just grab a hold to and take advantage of your time.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you take advantage of your time and you do what needs to be done, right, you can be on top of the world. So I spent a lot of time doing that. And I was, like, taking myself back. I was on, like I'm moving to success. God's blessing me. I turn around. I see my homies didn't make it, right? Or people that I know didn't make it. I turn around and go help them, right?
Right.
When I go help them, show them, now my walk is straining me, right? And I still trying to make it. I turn around, see somebody else, I go back and help again. Somebody help again, and help again, and help again. So I done that for a lot of time. And I thought that was my duty to do, right? And I had what you call survivor remorse, because I didn't want to make it, and people that I know and love didn't make it. Because I want us always to be at the yacht or whatever part of success in life together. I wanted that so bad. You know what I mean? It's like I live for that. You know what I mean? But when I turned 50, it's like I only got about 25 more good, flexible years. And I can't spend these 25 years doing the same thing. So whatever success they own, if they don't want it, it's on them. I can't strain myself no more. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I got to live for me now. I love them. I don't want them to be there, but I'm not God. I want to come so bad. You know what I mean? I love to go to the party with the people that I know. And what helped me out with that, Corey, I thought about this. I said, if I go back deep enough in life, back to the 1800s, right?
Yeah.
We all related, right? Yeah. We all relatives, right? We all friends, right? God, just give me my new set of friends now. The ones who on the same page I'm on. The ones that want to push, right? In my life now, if you're not reciprocating, I ain't dealing with you. I'm not talking about the same amount. I'm talking about the same amount of energy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If you ain't got the energy, I'm sorry. I can't. You know what I mean? I can't. What can I do? Because I only got 25 more years, if that. You know what I'm saying? To be shot in the mouth, high school dropout, man, I got to live now.
Right.
It's just how I feel.
You know, I get what you're saying. Like, I completely understand what you're saying. And, like, depending on how you move, how you vibrate, right? Mm-hmm. The people that you want to attract, they're going to be there anyway.
And I see that. But when I try to make it purposely, it don't work.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
But when you just go authentically, it works.
Yeah. It's just like, okay, so like right now, like we in Miami, right?
Right.
Now when you at home in Memphis, like without you even thinking about it, your vibration is like, not saying your vibration is just low as a person, because, you know, me looking at you, I've never seen you not happy. But
you said that before.
Yeah, but thinking in terms of like different places, like Memphis, the vibration is low, as opposed to coming here to Miami and, you know, you close to the water, you people moving here. Like it's almost like you could tell a lot by a city by just going in the mall. If the mall is damn near halfway empty, you know ain't no money moving that city. Right. But I'm speaking to the fact that you want certain, if people not reciprocating certain things, that you don't want to be around them. And I say the people that you want to be around them, if you vibrate in a certain way, they're gonna appear. You know, and the reason it's like we all could be like one big mind, meaning like you ever had you be like, ooh, I got a great idea. Damn, somebody else already stole my idea. That's because it's like without them even knowing you, they vibrating the same way that you vibrate. Yeah. So like I just learned a long time ago, like I got that lesson. So it wasn't nothing that I was gonna try to press the issue like, you know, we end up being friends or we end up being business partners, or you know what I'm saying. Then I know that was something that was, you know,
it's been real.
It's been real. It's almost like we've been friends for a long time. Yep. And it's certain things like you done lost money with me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, you like, I'm keeping it moving.
But even me losing money with you, it wasn't like. So a long time ago, I had this old head, right? He's in Memphis. I had a club in Covington, Tennessee.
Yeah, I remember.
Right? He said, Sherman, I can come and invest with you, right? So he invested with the club with me, right? And then we lost. After we lost, he came to me and said, you owe me. And I didn't like that. Right. So I paid him back. I even bought him a truck. Right?
Yeah.
But after maybe a couple of years, I thought about it. I said a loan and investment is two different things. If he loaned me the money, I owe him. But if he invested, we lost.
Right.
So I didn't owe him. Follow me? Right. So even with you, I invested. I didn't loan you, right?
Right.
I invested for a product, right?
Right.
The product didn't happen.
Right.
You don't owe me.
Right.
I didn't loan it to you. I invested with you. That's what keeps me sane. I know now what I do. In your mind, you're like, man, I owe Sherman. No, you don't owe me.
Right.
I invested. The plan didn't work. Right?
Right.
Duh. You follow me?
Right.
But you got to understand business to understand that. You feel what I'm saying?
Let's talk about this, man, because think about, explain to me, like, why, I'll just ask your opinion. Why do you think so many people, especially today, they be so gung-ho on, like, thinking that they can be a millionaire overnight? Like, why, like, in your opinion, why do you think that is? And I ask you that question because, like, I got a friend. Like, sometimes he'll be like, people ask me how to be a millionaire, and I say, try to be a billionaire, right? And I don't know if that's truly an answer. And I pose this question to you because you in real life, I seen this with my own eyes. You in real life friends with somebody who's he a bona fide billionaire. And I'm sure you done had conversations with him, but why, in your opinion, why do you think so many people feel like, man, or just want to be like, or thinking they can get rich overnight, or even in a few years, or ain't no obstacles, like kind of.
I think people like the outfit of being. What's she in?
I can ask you. Yeah, so like the question that I pose to you is like, why do you think so many people feel like they can get rich overnight, or they can get rich even in a year or 2 years? And I pose this question to you because, like I said, I got a friend, like, I've heard him say, well, people ask, how do you become a millionaire? And he be like, become a billionaire, try to become a billionaire. And I don't even know if that's a real answer, but I pose the question to you because I know, because I've seen this with my own eyes, and I know you through conversation, like you really know a bona fide billionaire. And I'm sure you done had conversations with him, about his walks in life or how he got to that point, and given the things that you've had to go through in your life to get to where you at, like, kind of tell me, like, what's your opinion on that?
You saw me with the billionaire?
I seen you with the billionaire. I seen you a few times with the billionaire.
I won't disclose the name, of course. But what I realized, man, like in the Bible, and I'm not a Bible scholar at all, but one part of the Bible, it says something like, Saul begot Paul, Paul begot Becky, Becky begot, everybody begot.
Right.
And I realized in entrepreneurship begot entrepreneurship, right? Meaning that when there's a community of entrepreneurs, you are in that field. Now, on the first part of the question you said, I think everybody like the outfit of being an entrepreneur, because entrepreneur exemplifies you're free. It exemplifies you can do what you want to do when you want to do it. It exemplifies you're not in slavery, right? It exemplifies the life that everybody wants, right?
Right.
That's what it amplifies, and everybody want that piece of the pie. And everybody, if they say it or not, by us being humans, we're many gods, right?
Right.
So we feel empowered to be in a position like that with the lack of knowledge.
Right.
Right? It's like, as a baby, you didn't say, can you please give me the bottle? Right? It's, yeah, give me the bottle.
Right.
Right? You didn't say, will you change me? And change me.
Right.
Right? So we came in the world demanding certain things. Right? But when we get to be able to talk, that's when the world trying to transition our minds to be submissive to that. Right? So now, can I go to the bathroom? Right? Can I have something to eat? But at first you were saying, give me something to eat. You come in as little gods, right?
Right.
The world, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It pushed into a submission stage because we're in a capitalistic world, right? And everybody trying to see what they can do to capitalize on your intelligence, right? If God said we the head, not the tail, above, not beneath, and lenders, not borrowers, right?
Right.
And we working a job making $20 an hour, right? I got to put this shirt in Nike, right? I got to put this shirt in this bag a whole hour, right? And make $20, right? And then when I get my check, you got FICA, PSYCA, TICA taken out of your check. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's 30% out of your check, right? So everybody gleans for that success. I'm tired of it. I know I'm supposed to be there, so I'm going to bite whatever chip it takes to get there, right?
Right.
But not knowing that there's an underlying mission, right?
Right.
You got to really look at it like, if you want to get there, you got to do the necessary steps to get there. But people think they can jump over, right, certain things to get there. And people online will make it feel like, hey, give me some money. You can get there tomorrow, right? Oh, wow. You know what I mean? Almost like that lady who did the Cleo. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I can get you there. Right. Just believe in me. Or the guy said, buy this rag. In Memphis, we got a TV station that a guy come on in the middle of the night. Oh, the preacher. Buy this water, buy this rag. Yeah. I'm going to save your life. And people are like, oh, I bought the rag and I made $5,000. Ooh. Right. All this fake. You know, we in this illusionary thing. And when we got to get back to reality. Well, if you want to be successful, you can. Right? Right. But are you willing to sacrifice? What are you sacrificing? It's more than just your money. What endurance you have to go along with the money, right? Because you got, how many books you got out there now?
8.
8 books, right?
Right.
If they read one of the books and do what you said, right, will they get them out of this situation?
Yeah.
Not just buy it.
Read it.
If they read it and activate it, because you had testimonies on that, right? You talked about one testimony, the guy kept calling you. Tell me about that part.
I had a lot of people call me, but yeah, that's the problem. Like, a lot of people they're not willing to read. Mm-hmm. But which guy you talking about? Because I had a lot of people.
I saw online the guy said, I bought the book.
Oh,
I did it.
Yeah, the guy who was talking about, he was reading the book on his job.
Yes.
Yeah, he actually, I posted that video because I just finished the book. Like, that's what I was doing. Like, when I was standing out there, and I was on my phone, I was uploading this new book that I wrote about ADP and the work number. But I posted that video because I seen where another person, just because I had just kind of posted on my Instagram talking about it was coming, I guess this person probably went to ChatGPT to see how the two work, and he was kind of passing it off as his own, as his own. So I just posted that video because I wanted to show a video that I had put out 10 years ago, was talking about me explaining the work number and ADP payroll. But yes, just to answer your question, if you read my book, it's going to help you. If you read one of my books, it's going to help you make some type of progress in your life. Mm-hmm. Now, all of my books, they are like a puzzle. but you have to put the puzzle, you have to put the puzzle together, and you have to be willing to read. You have to be willing to do the work, Like I told you today, it's one thing that I learned, like, when people talk about credit repair, I was like, what I told you, I said, man, I don't deal with it no more because, you might give me your money at this point, and I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I might not feel like doing it.
Right. True.
But it's like, damn, like, if I feel that way, you don't feel that way either. That's why you want to pass it off, but we all have to put in the work.
You got to put in the work.
If we want to change certain things, in our life. Mm-hmm. But yes, overall, people look at some of my books like How to Outsmart the Credit Bureaus. I put that book out in 2004.
Wow.
That is still my #1 selling book. That is still on Audible. That book is sold more than any other book on credit repair. Wow. Even to include Dave Ramsey, right? But some people say, man, that book outdated. Nah, it's not outdated.
But you got Rich Dad Poor Dad right now. Still going, so how can it be outdated?
But because I think they look at, like, they thinking, well,
that's because they want to put the work into it.
Yeah, it's harder now to repair the credit, but they fail to realize you can't. They still haven't changed the system.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They might not do some of the things that they supposed to do, and you have to find a way to combat that. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, How to Outsmart the Credit Bureaus was basically meant to be a history book when it comes to credit. It's like going to war with somebody. You have to know who you fighting. You have to know who you in battle with in order for you to come up with a strategy to defeat whoever that person is, whoever that corporation is.
Wow.
Yeah, but for the most part, like, yeah, man, if you read, it'll help you.
Yeah. And then the business, like, I met him, man, it's like, and God had to put this together. For me to not have any athletic abilities, to be with somebody that has that and master that and a billionaire, number God.
Right.
And just sitting in that room and seeing how he see me as an entrepreneur and how we just gleam and just connected, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was nothing but a blessing.
Right.
And just the words and the encouragement and saying that we think alike, that's powerful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm blessed to be in the presence of that. A little country guy from Memphis, Tennessee, right next to a billionaire. That's powerful.
Yeah, it is powerful because I ain't going to lie. The first time I saw it, like, I had to,
And I didn't change who I was.
Right.
I was being Sherman. I didn't like, whoa. You know what I mean? Because I want anything that attracts me, I want to be authentic. I don't want to change. And I noticed this too. Like, even in entrepreneurship, I started off, my first venture was a restaurant, right? Then my second venture, I was a mortgage broker. As a mortgage broker, everybody that was in that industry was suited up and, you know what I mean, looking all conservative and, you know what I mean? I was like, I like that, but I don't like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let me just be Sherman. And that's why my road to success took longer, because I didn't conform. Now, I do put the suits on. I will dress up, but I want to do it in my manner. I want to still be Sherman. You feel what I'm saying? So whoever I meet, I be Sherman, and they love me being who I am.
Right. Let me ask you this. Like, how did you get to the point where you start to expand your business from Memphis? Because I know, like, you're doing something in Nebraska. I know even for down here, you getting to the point where you're doing something. Like, how did you take something like roofing and construction and say, I'm gonna go somewhere else and build,
That's a good
foundation?
question.
Like how did it get to that point?
It came that 50 mark, bro. Did everything for me, right? So at 50, because it was like I'm pouring into myself now,
right?
And I realized at 50, everything that I've learned, God put it in me, right? And I'm like, let me use all of my talents now, right? Let me use everything God gave me, and let me go to the highest height of what He gave me, right? So, but from my connections, like the Nebraska deal that I got right now, I flew up to Kansas and trained a guy how to start his own roofing company, right? So he doing big deals, and he paid me $10,000 to fly up there and walk down the street and show him how to start a roofing company. I did that for him. Then he got into barndominiums, right? He started doing barndominiums. Then he started building storage buildings, like 1.2 million, 3 million, right? And he was like, Sherman, I'm in this field, but you can come and help me because I know you know what you're talking about. I flew up to Nebraska. He had an 83,000 square feet building that needed to be built. Can you put a team together for me? I put a team together for him, right? We built that 83,000 square feet building.
That's what I saw. I saw that. That's the reason why I asked.
Yeah.
Because when I saw it, I still was kind of curious, like, damn, like, like, you know, what is it exactly going to be in the end? And,
Yeah, and it's a nice building to my man. Dude, the team that I put together for that, dude, it's I'll show you the pictures, but, man, I'm like, wow. And then, like, in Miami, right, a lady I met her in 2016, right, we're talking on getting things done in Miami. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
In Texas, to get things started in Texas, right? In Memphis, I already got things going in Memphis. It's like, now I just want to live, right?
Right.
And it feels so good. Sometimes I be straining myself, you know what I mean? But it actually feels good.
Yeah.
Man, it feels good, bro. It's like I got my mojo back.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Man.
Yeah, it's like I used to say, I probably never retire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I probably never retire. I'm probably going to, work, hustle, whatever you want to call it.
Until ride it out.
Yeah, to the casket drop. Because I truly like putting systems in place, like machines. And I guess it's one of the reasons why I have the patience to sit down and put a book together. Like, I ain't because I know a lot of people
you can work in IT then.
Nah.
Cause IT, they patient, bro. I can't do it.
Nah, because I don't know nothing. I'm the most.
You have, man, look, since we've been here, riding, right? You on that phone, not lollygagging, right?
Right.
You showing me a book cover, right?
Right.
You showing me your automatic reply when people inquire about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you putting in tests. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I had to learn. Like, you got to think a lot of people got rich during the pandemic off courses, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was, and I could say you was one of the same type people. Like, a lot of people that had already been making money before the pandemic. The new wave was nothing to us. Like, it didn't change how we was moving.
Right.
But a lot of people got rich during the pandemic off courses, and it was new. Everything was new, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't one of those people that just jumped on the bandwagon and understood, like, how people, like, how they scaling on the internet and all this. So, but I became curious. I was like, wait a minute, because I see a lot of people that's, I've been dealing with credit since the late 1990s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got a lot of people that came along. They probably was in elementary school when I was doing it, to get rich off credit. And I started to study them and listen to them and watch what they were doing. Oh, they putting certain systems in place. And that's what you saw as of late. I say, okay, I really want to explore. I want to explore these things. So I started learning about, mini chats and email marketing and funnels and having somebody integrate my go high level with my school. That's what you saw, and I said once I got that together, then it basically boils down to what you see a lot of today is marketing. But I'm actually, but those are other people putting those systems together.
But like, man, but if you look at like in 2000, before 2020, you look at like 2000 and before 2008, before the recession, if you look at like 2000, you was already on that.
Yeah, I was.
You feel what I'm saying? So like,
but not probably not the technical side of it. Just you know, making money off the internet.
Yeah, you like you know, you remind me of what's that guy, man? He was a white guy. He had buy houses. He had this what's the guy name?
Carlton Sheets.
Yeah, he started with Carlton Sheets.
Yeah, it's probably because like
you was around that time with the man.
Well, yeah, I was doing stuff.
Real talk.
Yeah, but it's because like you probably felt that way because you had said something to somebody one day. You was like, man, I used to see him. But you was seeing me from afar. You was like, man, I used to see him. He used to have this car, that car.
I'm right next door.
Yeah.
To where, you know, you be at all the time. I'm seeing I'm like, what the hell this nigga doing?
Yeah. And see, I like I said, I ain't never, like, I still stayed true to what made me money and lost money. But now, okay, I see, like, I really need to get on the internet.
Man, you know what, bro? And I just thought about it. We ain't never fell out, bro.
Nah, we not like you gotta think.
It's been a long time, bro.
Yeah, you gotta think.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I appreciate
between you and you know, you got people like you got people like T and Marvin. Like, I've been knowing y'all. That circle of people just been entrepreneurs or hustlers like for the last 20, 30 years.
And I appreciate you giving me what you see in me because Les Brown said this. Sometimes you got to believe other people's belief into you until yours kick in.
No doubt. Yeah, that's the man. One of my goals with this, doing the whole podcast thing, is really bringing people on here like you, people that I know really doing it, but have really put in the work to give the people on the outside that may see this podcast to help them understand, like, this real information.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take in this information and try to execute anything that you get from this information, it might possibly help change your life. Like, you know, I ain't want to bring like that old, like, come to my 2-day seminar. I'm gonna teach you how to make $1 million. And I ain't taking no shot at nobody, but like I didn't want to do that.
You know what you try to call this? The verbal book.
Not think slow.
Yeah. No, but you giving them the verbal book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what they need to see. You know what I mean? The verbal book. You give them the verbal. Like your books that you write, that you wrote, right?
Yeah.
Right now is the verbal book. They take what we're talking about and really take it to heart and study this, they can be better.
Yeah. Because until they change the Fair Credit Report and that, and a lot of other systems, hey, it still work. You just got to figure out how to.
In every industry like that, right?
Every industry like that.
When I did mortgages, it got tight. And the ones who stayed in, they stayed in and they made it. The ones who got out of it, probably hope they didn't get out of it. Like Diedrich, right? One of my good friends in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, he
you know what I mean?
Frat brother.
Yeah, so Diedrich started, I think we started around the same time frame, but he was before me.
Right.
When the mortgage crashed, he stayed in.
Yeah.
He's still in, right? Like me and roofing, right?
Right.
The insurance company want to tighten up. I'm still in. The ones who are not in or in it fakely, they fall off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the credit industry, right? Everything tightens up, but tighten up will weed out the ones that don't need to be in that industry.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But the ones that are in the industry, they want to tighten up. so they can get the ones that don't supposed to be in it out the way so they can go and get to the top. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? I think a lot of people don't realize this, man. Like, when they making the money, and this for the new generation, when they making the money, they spending the money or they living it up, but they don't know, like, if you a true entrepreneur, at some point, it's going to slow down.
Yes. It's going to slow. It got to.
Yeah, it's going to slow down, and if you're not prepared, you might end up back punching somebody's clock or doing what you was doing before.
And your pride gonna get you if you can't stand it mentally. You're gonna kill yourself. Pressure will bust a pipe. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? So like in life, what I realized in life is up, life is down, like a stock market, right? And I've been on it. I was on that wave a long time, right? When it's up, I'm like, ah. They go down, I'm right? Yeah. When they go up, go down, and also to go with that, the Bible, and I'm paraphrasing, saying in my format, it said the battle is not given to the swift and the sworn, right? The one that do it, right? Here's the swift. I got it going on. The sworn, I just filed bankruptcy. Right. The swift is, I got $10,000. The sworn is, I did a divorce. Right. The swift is, I just bought this big building. The sworn is, I just got my leg amputated. The swift is, I got 30 employees. They're doing pretty good. The sworn is, I lost my house, right? The battle ain't given to that. But if you can stay in the middle and hold it steady, right? Build your solid foundation. Don't get too happy. Don't get too sad. And just stay in that race. You'll slowly ride, and you'll go just like this right here. Right. I had to realize that. You know what I mean? I had the income tax analogy. When I was working a job, I got my taxes. I filed a couple of cousins, right? Give me $10,000, I'm straight. And by May, I'm broke. Yep. You follow me? Yep. Going up and down. Or I get a big deal in real estate. Yeah. Go party, and I'm down. But as you get older, because you do have to have those experiences, right? You do have to have those experiences because as a working person, you have that income tax drilling, right? I work all year. I got me $10,000, right? I'm going to take off a couple of days and feel good. Right. Now, also in entrepreneurship, you have it too because you be working so hard year out of year. You get that lick, you want, let me get a yacht. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got to have that. Right. But try to go ahead and get it out of your system real fast and be conscious when you're doing it or do half of what you think you should be doing. Right. You know what I mean? Right. And save and reserve because, like I said, you're going to get tired. Some deals not going to go through. You know what I mean? Yeah.
A lot of deals ain't going to go through.
A lot. There's going to be more not going through than go through. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But how you going to hold your image, right? What are you portraying, right? Yeah. So you got to keep all that in balance. No doubt. I've been listening to Finesse 2 times for the last 4 days. And I'm like, this cat, man. Yeah. That cat, bro, I like Finesse 2 times. I mean, I inboxed him. He didn't call me back. I guess I'm not a fan, right? But I like him. I want to talk to him.
A lot of people, they be down, you know, they be on him because he be rambling.
If you listen to it, man.
Yeah, you listen to him, you understand, like, where he's coming from.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm talking about, like, I don't know that much about him, right? But I feel his soul. Yeah. It's my cat. You know what I mean?
Tell people who want to, you know, find contact with, like, what can they contact you with?
So on Instagram, I'm like Mike Jones, 901-314-5295. But Instagram, I am Sherman S. Brown. Okay. Facebook, Sherman S. Brown. My email address, sherman.brown, 0@gmail.com. Okay. I wrote a book called The Bullet in Me. I was shot in. I wrote a book about that.
Where can they find that book?
They get it on Amazon, or they can email me. I get it to them. Okay. Until we get the click funnel together. What else? I think that's it. Yeah.
Hey, man. It's been fun. Yo, for real. Appreciate you, sitting down with me. Let me do this.
Yeah.
You know, this is my second show. I'm trying to build on it.
Yeah. You feel like Shay Shay?
No.
You know, let me get a chest and work out like you be doing.
Shay. No, don't let me get. Don't let me start talking.
I was just joking.
I ain't want to. I ain't want to be, a bunch of gossip or whatever. Like,
no, you come get on it. You come get on it. Hey, Shay Shay, I whoop you, Shay Shay. Shay Shay, I beat your motherfucker there, you big chest motherfucker.
Yeah, but yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. With that being said, till the next time we signing off.
Yeah.
Think slow.
God bless.
Slow down your thinking and speed up your process. We out.